dig.
How much one dig?
He says every line of his through like gritted teeth.
I show it's hungry. Oh, so I guess. We shouldn't get into it yet, huh?
Now we're recording, but you want to do
We're
the theme
recording.
song?
Yeah, let's get into that. There, let me get
It's your episode again, so
the video up here. This is, we're going to talk about a little comedy that I don't think it's enough love. Actually, I really don't.
it doesn't.
It's really kind of shocking that, like, Keenan Ivory Wayans, his value in pop culture, I think, is really underrated. Like, no one gives him a lot of credit for anything. Like, you hear about, In Living Color for a minute, and then somebody just goes on and talk about SNL or something, or Mad TV. Like, no one ever sits and talks about Living Color for longer than like 5 minutes. It's kind of sad because, like, it was a funny show, and he's done some funny movies. Keenan Ivory Wayans is funny.
In Living Color is the show that introduced me to sketch TV.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I watched that before SNL.
That would be probably technically the millennial. Millennial SNL is In Living Color in a weird way. I would say that was the one.
Because I watched that. I didn't watch SNL at all, really.
No.
Live. I watched it when the VHSs came out.
Right, yeah.
It was like the best of Dana Carvey.
Right, yeah.
The best of Alec Baldwin.
Oh my God, he's got a gun.
I had that one. The best of Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin.
John Goodman had one.
My sweaty balls.
This was before that.
Was it? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's been on there for fucking forever.
Yeah, he's been.
But we're going to talk about a little. Now, okay, I didn't realize this movie came out in January of 1989. So this is part of the greatest film year in movie history. 1989 is like one of the greatest years for movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because you had Batman, you had Indiana Jones: Last Crusade, you had Ghostbusters 2, you had a few other movies in there. Don't tell me I can't think of. But there's quite a bit. 89 was a big year for movies.
It's weird that it's credited as 88 then.
Well, maybe it was in limited release for the Oscar contenders. For Oscar contention.
For the Black Oscars.
For the Black Oscars on BET. We're going to talk about a little movie called I'm Gonna Get You Sucka! And Hollywood continues to be dead because of this damn strike is continuing. I thought it's hilarious.
I had to go grab some.
No, but I'm just saying the strike is continuing on. Speaking of Hollywood is dead, I love it. I love it. It's so wonderful. I guess there was an article that came out today or a couple days ago saying how writers work just as hard as oil rig workers.
Hours are not as hard as physical labor.
Yeah. I was.
You might work long hours sometimes, but
right, yeah, exactly. It's like, I got to sit and type for 10 hours a day, man, in air condition. That's just like being on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean for 6 months out of the year. And if there's a problem, somebody dies. On the set, if there's a problem, it's because Lizzo is calling her dancers fat
and making them eat vagina bananas.
I'm loving that, by the way.
The
Lizzo controversy going on right now. Did you hear about that?
I just brought it up. Of course, I heard about it.
Oh my God, what a fucking bitch!
Yeah.
She's done. Her career's over. Like she's done. Beyonce cast her to the wolves. The H to the Izza got rid of her. It's wonderful. Big fat fucking bitch. I mean, how dare you say, oh, you're 40 pounds. You're a 40-pound dancer. You're so fat. Give me that glazed donut. How much for 5 ribs? Oh, from a cat, from a calf. Like right now, from his body. I want it right now. I'm hungry.
She needs to get that. The wife of Clarence Williams III.
Yeah, Eve Plum.
Make her. What's that?
Eve Plum.
Is that what it is? Okay.
It's who it is. Yeah.
It's a. Make some bean soda and bean
soda. Yeah,
bean everything.
Right. Swine. The white swine.
Well, let's go fight. Well, no, not yet.
No, yeah, one part where he
Back
gets. We'll get to that part. One of the greatest. Again, I'm gonna get Sucker. I think is top 10 comedy contenders for me. I think it's funny. It's one of those.
You had it
I
as like your number one when we did our top 10 comedies, right?
No, I wasn't number one. It might have been
Okay.
top 5, but it's such a great. It's just I don't know. I feel like it doesn't get enough love, And I feel like I need to be the champion for it because not even like Spike Lee doesn't talk about it. What the hell, Spike?
I've listened to every word Spike's ever said.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing, Spike.
And don't be an inside man.
Wow.
You got to Malcolm X this.
This is the summer of Sam.
That's right.
Sam in this scenario is I'm going to get you, sucker.
Summer of I'm going to get you, sucker, with Leguizamo.
Okay.
And you're going to clock it in with its clockers. Or
Where's the jungle love here, Spike?
Oh
that sounded so racist coming from me.
Where's the jungle love,
We
Spike?
did a movie called Jungle Love, and yeah,
That's true. It's true. And
Shouldn't have
was it Jungle Love or Jungle Fever?
Jungle Fever, I think.
Jungle Fever. Okay, well, there you go. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
He did it, and he's got to get his girl 6 on it.
He's got game, you know?
I was going to get to that one.
You set me up for that one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, because you've never seen it before until recently, correct? Is that right?
Yeah, it's I was telling you when you brought it up, you kept talking about it, and I was like, that's always been a movie I've wanted to watch because I remember seeing the VHS at the store, and I'm like, I love all the because I was in living color, and I'm like, I need to rent that, and for some reason just never would.
Yeah.
But watching it for the first time when we originally planned on doing this before the baby break, I was like, oh, I've seen bits and pieces here and there,
right?
Mostly the second half.
Yeah.
So it's not like totally brand new to me because I was like, oh yeah, they go into the warehouse, and I remember all that stuff.
Right.
And since I was a little kid.
Right, because I rented this when I was a kid because my grandma, we'd always go to my grandma's house in Patterson, and we'd always go rent movies. So we'd go to Patterson Video or wherever the local video store was. Wasn't a Blockbuster, it was a Hollywood Video. It was like a local store, and you get the VHS copies off the shelf. And most of the time they had like 3 copies of the new movie, so you could never get the new release. So you had to settle for whatever else was on the shelf. So it was either like old horror movies or comedies or action movies. And I'm Gonna Get You Sucka, I think I got it because I thought it was an action movie.
Yeah.
And at the time when I was a kid, I think I watched it not understanding that it was a comedy. I was like, oh, this is a fun action movie. I like this. It's, the shootouts and all that. I was like, okay, whatever. I was like 8. What am I going to do?
Yeah. I could see watching this as a kid and not really catching that it's a comedy.
Right.
Because most of the comedy is in the first half.
Yes.
And they're doing the play on the blaxploitation movies, the OG stuff. We'll get into the scenes, but all that's in the beginning. And I could totally see, especially the end, because there's not a whole lot of jokes, and the ones that are like the subtle grenade going on or the dynamite going off the side.
Yeah. It's very like I would say sight gag. There's like no jokes. It's all like kind of there's setups and just jokes. Like when the Damon Wayans, we'll take the stairs. They go down and they got an elevator right here.
Yeah. It wasn't as overt as like a Hot Shots is.
Right.
That's like you're gonna watch it as a kid, and you're clearly gonna know it's a comedy.
Right.
This movie works without the comedy still.
Yeah. You could almost argue this is a satire, but it's more goofier than that.
Yeah.
It's very goofy.
It's not a spoof, really.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's a subtle spoof. If it is one.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost consider. You could almost say this is the next step in black exploitation film. All right, it's like they made it, but more comedy. It was like kind of like because like Glimmer Man. I think Glimmer Man's a comedy. The Steven Seagal, Keenan Ivory Wayans movie. That movie's ridiculous. I enjoy it. It's one of the worst movies ever made, but I like it. Like for some reason, I like that movie. I've seen it like 10 times.
Yeah, I've seen that movie a lot because it used to be on HBO. And Ivory Wayans, and when he makes fun of all the CDs, that part's great.
Yeah, and he loves Casablanca. He cries all the time. And then his apartment explodes.
Yeah.
His $5 million loft apartment in
Yes,
LA
as a cop.
explodes as a cop. Like, it's like, how do you afford that place?
That's the scene where he makes fun of his CDs. It was after it blew
Yes.
up and they're sitting in there in the rubble.
Which, by the way, do you still have that picture of the Steven Seagal CD that we must purchase?
Oh, I do not have the picture, but I can find it.
But you can find the actual songs.
Yeah, I can play a song here.
Ooh, I would like to hear that.
Thank you for remembering that.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, because Steven Seagal is a genius. I love the guy.
Dear God, I found it.
Ah, that's fast.
All right. Well, luckily for us, it's on YouTube.
Yes. Well,
I'm going to read off every song from this CD. The CD is called, I can't even read this.
I'm a big fat asshole.
Oh my God, what does that say? Songs from the Crystal Cave.
All
right.
Fantastic.
Here's the song titles. Let me know what you want to hear. Strut, John Crow, Girl, It's All Right, Don't You Cry, Better Man. I don't think it's a Eddie Vedder. I hope so.
Oh, I hope it is.
Better Man. Lollipop. I'm thinking.
No.
My God, Music. There's a song called Music. Alligator Ass.
Alligator Ass.
War. Yeah. Do you want to go in order?
Why not?
We'll play them. We'll start with Strut. Oh God. Yeah. Songs from the Crystal Cave. Okay.
Songs from the Crystal Skull. Is there no music because of copyright?
You can hear this, right?
No, I can't hear anything.
What?
I got nothing.
Why?
I got nothing on this end.
Oh, damn it. How do I... We had this problem before. I thought we fixed it.
I'm trying to sing songs from the Crystal Cave. Nope, nothing.
Oh, how do we do this?
Well, I guess we're going to have to do it another time because that's all right. This could be... We could do this till the end of time listening to Steven Seagal songs.
We'll see if I can play it this way.
Strut. I'm going to strut to you, girl. And we'll lay my hands on you. And you're going to suck my dick because I'm Steven Seagal.
Oh, we'll go in order here. This one's Girl, It's All Right.
Girl, It's All Right. Don't call the cops. Girl, It's All Right. It's not rape.
Can you hear this one?
Nope.
What is going on with StreamYard?
Cannot hear a thing.
Let me see if I can do something about that.
It's too bad. This is, but the song titles alone are kind of just my imagination's going wild.
That's probably why. Let's try this.
It's on mute.
Speaker.
Strut. I'm going to lay my hands on you and strut on your face.
Let me know if you can hear this.
Save the Eskimos. I'm part Inuit.
Anything?
Nope.
All right, forget it. We'll figure this out.
Later.
After the show.
Like I said, we got end of time for Steven Seagal.
I am going to save
it anytime.
I'm going to save this list here so we don't forget.
Yeah,
there it
absolutely.
Is. Saved forever now.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Growing up, I did love Glimmerman, but I like Damon Wayans more as a kid.
Mo Money,
and
Blake Man,
Bulletproof.
You know, I still have not seen Bulletproof.
I love Bulletproof.
I need to watch Bulletproof.
I don't recommend watching it as an adult. I don't think.
Oh,
I think it's one of those movies. I think it's one of those movies that's definitely better if you saw it as a kid or a teenager. You know? I can't imagine loving it. Like, oh, this is great. It's a stupid movie.
Bulletproof was a revelation.
No, me and my mom. I don't know. We like to watch. We like to watch black movies together growing up.
There you go.
I don't know why. She still does by herself. Like she watches Barbershop and all that. She watch
terrible.
She watch all that stuff.
She watches. She loves Medea. Medea all day.
I don't know about that, but
hello there, Medea. Oh man, I saw a trailer for a BET movie coming out called King. it's like about a female judge, and like she's going to put a guy on death row because he's a murderer, but then his older brother shows up to basically it's Die Hard with a judge, but it's like the cheapest thing you've ever seen because it's a BET movie. And I guess Tyler Perry bought BET. He owns BET now.
Wow.
He bought it. I think he bought it.
That would explain why we were watching some show and every ad break it would play a Tyler Perry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A commercial. And I'm like, that's a different one from the last one. And that was like 7 shows that had his name on it.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a mogul. He's
crazy.
Incredible. Well, so he does it all from Georgia, and he basically makes shows for pennies on the dollar, and they're all just so cheap. But they look cheap. They just look like garbage, and they're terrible actors. Like everybody in those shows are bad. He gets the occasional hot chick in it, and then he's got like the heartthrob male, and that's about all he needs. And it's like the scripts are terrible; they're all junk. But I don't know. I guess they like that stuff. I guess I don't know.
I'm trying to think of other black movies I watched growing up a lot. Class Act, obviously the
Soul Man, C. Thomas Howell. Oh wait,
A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Oh, Death by Temptation.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
I don't think I saw that one either. It's supposed to be good. I want to see that one too. I haven't seen that one.
What's the other
House Party?
Low Down Dirty Shame. The other.
Oh yeah, Low Down Dirty Shame. Yeah. What was the one?
That was not as good as Glimmer Man.
No. What was the one with Keenan Ivory Wayans? Was it America's Most Wanted with John Voight?
Yeah. I don't think I saw that one.
I don't think I saw it. I think I saw some of it.
I want to look it up.
That one I don't remember. And then Solo, Melvin Van Peebles' Solo, not to be confused with Solo, a Star Wars story.
I've never seen CB4. Have you seen that?
No, I heard good things though.
Yeah,
CB4 is supposed to be really funny, and it's because that's a Chris Rock movie.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be real funny.
You told me to watch Hollywood Shuffle.
Yeah, Hollywood Shuffle's a classic.
I have that saved.
That's Robert Townsend, who did Meteor Man, which is like technically the first black superhero, I would say. Well, besides like the Falcon back in the 70s and Luke Cage and a bunch of other black superheroes that came out in the 70s.
Black Panther.
That's right, that guy. Whatever.
Do you want to go through the movie at all? It's your
we can. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a simple plot. It's just basically Keenan Ivory Wayans comes back from war as an office boy in the war. I don't know what war. He was working in the office. Yeah, because it's not Vietnam, it's not Beirut. He's basically working at an office in Germany or something. Comes back all these medals, and his brother died, and he OG'd.
I know. I'm gonna play that clip right now.
One of the best jokes. Great visual gag and great just joke in general.
Do you want to play the opening with the Clue Gulager?
Yeah, let's hear it if we can, unless we get doxxed for it.
We will. I'll try to keep it brief.
Because I think you can do like 20 seconds of a clip.
How come you can hear this but not YouTube? Whatever.
Foul play, Randy? No, sir. Looks like a case of just too many gold chains.
Chains. Here it comes.
Jesus Christ. This guy looks like a fucking statue.
He is literally covered in gold. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny shit.
That leads to
funny.
There's Damon. But my favorite line, I have to rewind it like 6 times. I laugh every single time. It's right here. He's asking about his brother because he just died. That was his brother in the beginning.
Yes.
And this is his brother's girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They're selling drugs, Jack. And then things really got bad when he...
Well, what? Sean, come on.
He's started wearing gold chains, Jack.
Oh, God, no.
It started out as just one.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard.
He's fine with the selling drugs. That's like, yeah, okay. And then Gold's like, oh, God, no.
Oh God, he's just.
His reaction's fucking priceless. That's funny shit.
I can't tell you how many times I rewound today. I was like, oh God, I can't. Oh God, no. He's definitely my favorite Wayans. I wish he was in more. Because
he must have made a ton of money on Scary Movie.
Oh yeah, it was. I think
because he hasn't really done anything since then. That was like 20 years ago.
Him and Kim are my favorite parts of this movie.
Oh, Kim Wayans is fucking unbelievable. I wish she was in more stuff. Her especially, because she did that. She was in a drama not too long ago, some lesbian black woman lesbian movie she was in that she got some acclaim for, but like nothing happened. She didn't like take that to the next step. Like she didn't show up in a Marvel movie after that.
I was just looking her up, and I didn't realize she was in as much as she is.
Well, I think she's a good actor.
She is
good actress. She's really talented.
Her scene is another one where I rewound like 3 times, and it's
who is that?
It's their reactions to her.
Yeah.
It's the owner's daughter.
Whatever. That's the director's daughter.
Yeah.
That's the director's sister. I'm sorry.
That's
the director's sister. Oh.
Yeah. She's
there she is. Oh, she's funny.
And she's singing the Saints Come Marching In for some reason.
Oh God.
This is my second favorite part of this movie. Because it starts off so normal.
When the saints go marching in. Oh, that march, baby. I want to be in.
How you doing, brother, man?
Can I help you, General?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be in a minute, but...
He's got so many medals on his jacket.
Yeah, it's right here.
Will you be there with me?
Who is that?
That's the director's sister.
She's just doing a thing.
Oh God, that's good stuff. And then, so yeah, Mr. Big is the big villain. He's the Mr. Big is
John Vernon.
John Vernon, who's perfect casting, pretty funny.
Perfect speech at the end.
Yeah,
other serious actors have done blaxploitation movies.
Yeah. And I guess apparently, according to IMDb trivia, John Cusack is in a scene that's cut from the movie.
Oh wow!
And he basically is a character that shows up to get shot, and he got shot like 35 times, and he got burnt because all the squibs were on him. And so, like, I guess he got injured on the set doing this bit, and then they cut it from the movie altogether.
Wow. So
I'm kind of curious, like, how come Shout Factory or Arrow Video doesn't do a special edition of this movie? And I want to see that scene on a Blu-ray somewhere. I want to see John Cusack get shot 35 times.
Oh, I'm trying to look for it.
And then Steve James is in this movie, the late great Steve James, big time action star, the most random of canon movies. I think he dies in every movie. Steve James. I think he's like Sean. He's the first Sean Bean. I think Steve James dies in every movie.
He lives in this movie, though.
No, he dies off screen.
No,
they shoot him 1,000 times. He makes it to the phone, but I think it's inferred that he dies.
Okay, well, I have something to show you then.
Does he come back at the end? I can't remember.
I am a watch to the very end of the credits viewer.
Oh, so he's okay. Very good. All right. I think I remember that now.
I'll show you this scene now.
So this is the only movie where Steve James actually survives.
I'm gonna teach you the crime, just don't pay.
Slade.
I must find Slade. Kung Fu Joe is here.
Sorry, buddy. They've already gone.
Yo, bro, you got a Band-Aid?
Oh my! You know what? Is that like the first cutscene? Did Keenan Ivory Wayans created the cutscene that Marvel ripped off?
Post-credit sequence.
The post-credit
No,
sequence?
I used to watch movies like in middle school because they used to do that.
Well, I guess no. Technically, Ferris Bueller did it too.
Yeah, a bunch
And
of
that was
movies
like
used to do that.
'87, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess that's true. Don't try to knock this down.
I'm not saying
I know.
I'm glad they did it because now we can talk about it.
That's
But
fine.
I was watching it the first time and I'm like, I bet they have something at the end. And then, yeah, sure enough, I saw that. I was like, yes, there we go.
Now I'm curious. Does every Keenan Ivory Wayans movie has an end credit sequence?
Yeah, they have Steven Seagal do the same thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm trying to find Wade.
Remember
What if that's what he did, dude? Like, he does that in every movie he does. Is like that exact same scene, but with different actors. They all went home, man.
Oh,
Can I get a Band-Aid? That's
Yeah.
it. That's the joke.
can I get a Band-Aid?
Can I get a Band-Aid?
I'm going to be accused of sexual harassment by a lot of the females I worked with,
I understand.
including Katherine Heigl.
I only grabbed your breasts twice.
There's a picture of him with his hand on her chest.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, let me introduce
Pop
you to
that
that.
up. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I earned this. I deserve this. I'm a kendo star.
Keep in mind, she's like 16 in that movie.
Granted, but she's a Hollywood 16. That means she's like 25 in sexuality. Because she's been had by all the producers.
All right, here we go.
She's a victim.
Yeah, but that's her choice. This is
Yeah.
Steven Seagal touching her.
Steven Seagal touches you. It's always scary. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he's full on.
Wow.
It's like, what is he doing?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know your tit was there. I'm sorry. Look at that. Oh my God.
Under Siege 2.
One of my favorite action movies of all
Yeah.
time.
Now that's all I can think about when I watch this again now, though.
Well, no, in that one scene where the guy goes, I broke my bra. Tits to die for. That's an Under Siege too.
Along with the line, Casey fucking Ryback.
Casey fucking Ryback? Who's Casey fucking Ryback?
Dark territory. Yeah, Steve James is Kung Fu Joe. I love that scene where all the cops show up and I know karate.
Yeah.
Kung Fu. Now a bunch of other shit you never heard of. And it just cuts to that.
Great stuff. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, you can't talk about this movie without bringing up the Chris Rock scene where it's the one rib where he's a little scrawny kid going to Isaac Hayes' ribs restaurant. And he's, the whole bit with, how's one rib? One order ribs. No, just one rib. One rib. Show him hungry. One of the best bits ever. And it just goes on. And what a great setup and payoff joke where it's like he's got no money.
Yeah.
I thought we can play that. I think we play that part. We have that.
Yeah,
May I help you, sir?
How much for an order of ribs?
$2.50.
$2.50. How many ribs do I get with that?
About 5.
5. So I guess that's about 50 cents a rib, huh?
Yeah, about.
Let me get one.
Right on. One order ribs.
No. 1 rib.
1 rib.
I sure am hungry.
Make that 1 rib to go. 1 rib?
Got any soda?
$1.
Oh, come on now. Look out for a brother, man. Come on. Hey, check this out. Why don't you let me get a sip for 15 cents?
My cups cost more than 15 cents.
All right, fuck the cup. Pour it in my hand for a dime.
Look, you greasy-headed Jerry Curl Wayan. Pay me and get the hell out of my store.
You got change for 100?
Look, we're gonna need an orthopedic surgeon to remove my foot from your ass.
Hammer. No, brother, don't do it. You told the customer.
They cut out the best part, which is where he slowly opens his
Yeah. It counts his
bucket.
change. Yeah.
pulls out a wad of
Of hundreds. Yeah. They kind of. Well, I mean, they're just shortening the scene for a
Yeah,
little
but-
meme clip. But
Why do it at all if you're not going to do that?
well, this is the world we live in.
I sure am hungry.
Sure, I'm hungry. And apparently in the IMDb trivia, Chris Rock did enjoy that rib place, so he did eat ribs there while he was shooting the movie. So he says he had a few orders of ribs while he was on set.
You're only there one day. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
Stay there for 3 days.
But
I didn't get the line right. Let me get another order of ribs.
But that's the scene where they introduce Isaac Hayes and Jim Brown.
Yes.
And that's how they chose to introduce those two guys.
Which is hilarious. Just
Yeah.
great. What a great bit. And then it's
I liked watching all their scenes together.
yeah. And then while they're in the car, so I get
My feet hurt.
my bunion.
It's like-
You hit my bunion, I'll kill you.
At the very- I don't care who goes first. You hit my butt, you hit my foot. I'm gonna kill you both.
And his toe, it's just throbbing. It's 10 times the size. Oh my god, it was funny.
He shot me in my bunion.
And then you have that one scene with Keanu Wayans, like he has like a little splinter in his finger, and he's got like that whole bit where he's like rocking it out, where he's or Ramboing it out, where he's repairing.
I was
himself.
gonna save that, but I didn't because
okay.
it's too long. But I can play it because that's another.
Just because we lights the match on the needle and he's just oh.
Yeah. His face. I want to save it because okay, I have it right here.
The visual is just wonderful.
Keenan Ivory Wayans' face is
Yeah.
just the best. I think he definitely has the best comedy face out of all his brothers.
Yeah.
It's like the A-Team soundtrack.
Lights the match with the needle. Sterilize the needle. Just to get a little sliver out of it. Oh god.
I had to wait until he got up and ran.
Oh!
See, that's like the most hot shotsy joke they have in this movie.
Yeah, well, the throbbing bunion is pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I mean,
cool.
Hot Shots Part 2, where it's all
Right, yeah.
Rambo references. That's the one that reminded me of Hot Shots.
Yeah, Hot Shots Part 2 is way more absurd than Hot Shots Part 1.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
I think I like that better.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah, if you're gonna go for it. But
Yeah, go all the way. It's more fun.
like his bunion is just
Oh god,
huge.
his bunion. And then of course you have the wonderful what's his name? Antonio Vargas or
Antonio Vargas.
Antonio Vargas, whose son played for the Raiders. And it's the pimp of the year.
Oh,
That
God.
bitch better have my money. In rain or shine. I think we have that video too.
I have this.
I gave you something. Oh, is it the way you got this
Pimp of the Year's over here.
pimp
Yeah,
of the year? Yeah.
it's a minute 48 though.
But first, how about a big hand for all our contestants? All right, there we go. The final category is talent. Representing the Big Apple, Fly Guy.
I'm gonna try to do a little poetry for y'all. It's an original piece written by me, Fly.
I don't want to play.
Flag guy.
Yeah.
That bitch better have my money. In rain
love-
or shine.
I also love the scene where they recruit him because he's recruiting him in prison because he's getting out in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And he's walking. He has a big ass yellow suit and he's got
Yeah.
these platform shoes with fish in it. And then he's walking out and everyone is laughing at him.
Yeah, because he's like 20 years too late.
Yeah,
Oh,
including
God.
Sean and Marlon Wayans.
That's right. Yeah, they're
They're
kids.
They look like teenagers.
That's hilarious. And then the shoe breaks and he's walking, he's running, hobbling down the road. Oh, funny. Oh, just funny shit. And that had inspired Chappelle with the pimp stuff in the show, Chappelle show.
This scene.
Yeah. This is a classic.
Was he with Jim Brown? No, he's with Slade. He's with Bernie Casey, and he's trying to get him to lose his virginity. So he goes back to the house with this girl. He admits he doesn't have a 12-inch penis, and she starts admitting stuff left and right.
That's right. Yeah. You don't have the 12 inches? No, I don't have the 12 inches. Oh, well, that's good to know. And then I don't really have this. And, oh, God. This is going.
This is the most Wayans brothers scene.
Yes.
Because this is like everything in Marlon Wayans movies.
What else?
I love his reaction to this. Good in the summer. He stomps on it.
In the summer.
He stomps on it.
She's still hot bald, though. That's the thing. It's like,
they like glued the
hair. Yeah,
hair.
That's hilarious.
And
if your leg isn't real and her tit flies out.
The guys love that. Yeah.
Guys always get a kick out of this one. Wait. Ow! Oh, God, I feel so much better. I know you do, too.
Oh, God, it's good. Just funny. Just fun. Back when comedies were funny. We don't got that anymore. Comedies suck now. Just everything is just so... It's like self-referential, and it's like it's all improv. There's nothing written anymore where it's like planned out. And it's just you can't go to a modern comedy anymore. They're just terrible, and everybody thinks they can do it. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
there he is.
I got
Fly guy. Hey, brother, let's see you got goldfish in your shoes.
Yeah. The women start off like kind of complimenting him, and then everyone just makes fun of him.
Blaze. Yo, check out homeboy. See how many brother out there, huh? Look at the fish in his shoes. Girl, he must be a rock star.
Brother's walking on an aquarium. Hey, brother, do you get nosebleeds way up there?
Maybe it's his dinner.
Fans laughing at him.
All right, there's Sean and Marlon.
There it is. Oh, that's funny.
Marlon's
That's
a baby.
funny. Look at that. That's hilarious. It's like he becomes more and more self-conscious of it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
You been shopping at the Goodwill?
Brother's an endangered species.
It looks like a clown. Where's the mighty clown?
All right, Sean or Marlon facing him.
Oh God, that's funny. I guess originally that was supposed to be a Superfly, and then he did. I think he said, "No, I don't want to do it. I want to play a pimp again." And I guess a year later he played a pimp on TV or something. He played a pimp on a TV show because he didn't realize how funny that was. Which I guess that makes sense. He didn't want to be. He was tired of being typecast as a pimp, I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which I can see that, but at the same time, it's like if it's funny and if it works, you're gonna get at least 5 more years out of it. Make some money where you can.
Make hay while the sun is shining, sort of thing.
Right.
With your pimpdom.
Oh, if only.
I don't want to play too many more clips because I feel like that's all we're doing now. But
no, it's just to show like how great the movie is, because it is funny, and it's again at least top 20 comedies, I would say.
Oh, definitely
top 20, but it's just doesn't get enough love. I think I don't know why it doesn't have a special edition Blu-ray somewhere. Like I would love that. I definitely want to see that John Cusack scene.
Yeah, that
exists. If they can make the fucking Hellraiser Bloodline original cut coming out in a box set, they have that. They finally did it. They finally found all the footage from the unused version, and they're making it as a work print, and it's going to be on this new box set for Hellraiser. If they can get that, they can get the John Cusack scene from Gonna Get You Sucka.
The Space Hellraiser? Why?
Yeah, Space Hellraiser, because it's supposed to be a better movie. It's like a more it's like a 25-minute extra cut where it explains a lot of the backstory and it kind of fills in a lot of plot holes. and it actually makes more sense. And they say actually it's pretty good, but Bob Weinstein cut the shit out of it because they just wanted it to be down to less than 90 minutes. They just put it in theaters and sell it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I said the same thing about the Snyder Cut. I'm like, who gives a shit? And I watched it and I was like, I actually like the Justice League.
Yeah, it was fine. I'm amazed they did it, and it ended up being a complete financial fiasco when they did it. They should never have done it because it was stupid. But now they're saying the Ayer suicide cut is happening.
Oh, really?
I guess James Gunn said, "Oh, by the way, David Ayer, your Suicide Squad will get its night in the sun, day in the sun."
Oh, good.
We're going to get it. I also want to see more Jared Leto Joker.
Well, it's got to be a better movie because that one you can tell when you're watching it. It's like this was edited down to a music video. It's terrible. The first half of that movie is just nonsense.
So bad.
And the second half's even worse because it looks terrible because that Clara, whatever her name is.
Oh, Clara.
It's like, what the fuck is happening with her? I don't even know what's I don't know what she's doing in that movie because they didn't set it up enough.
She's doing this.
She doesn't move.
She's like doing that weird dance move, but nonstop. But it's like she's a CGI character, so they only rendered that much of her effect. So it's like that's all they got. It's like a GIF. So it's like the same movement over and over again. It's so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun watch, that movie.
Oh, it's horrible.
I did enjoy the newer one.
I did like it. James Gunn to say it was good. Yeah,
that was funny.
That was good.
They went fucking out with that one, just like eyeball creatures everywhere. What the hell was that?
There's random penis.
Yeah,
a full frontal human man cock shot. Wow!
Thank you for saying human
cock shot. Yep.
And man,
he's a man, and what a man!
Yeah, that was a much better movie.
It's a 10-inch dong right there, and we're not talking about Michael Rooker.
No, could have been.
Could have been.
Michael Rooker doesn't live long enough to show his dong.
No, it's not.
Him and James Gunn have a bet. I think. Just, how many movies can you kill me in?
Yeah, really. Shit. That'd be funny. Yeah. I'm telling you, Michael Rooker's got to be Superman's father in the Superman movie.
Oh, probably.
He has to die, right?
Yeah, he's going to be Pa Kent.
Oh, that's even better. I didn't think about that. I was thinking Jarrell.
Oh, no. He's going to be Pa Kent.
I was thinking he might. Yeah, Pa Kent would be better.
It's going to be him and Gina Gershon.
That is a good choice.
As the Kent.
Gina Gershon. She's a hot Ma Kent.
Yep.
Hey, Superman, why do I want to fuck
the other
you
one's
mom?
Diane Lane. She's a hot Ma Kent.
Oh, yeah, she was a hot Ma Kent, too, yeah.
But they have to follow suit with the Spider-Man.
I think she was like 8 years older than Amy Adams, something like that. Diane Lane and Amy Adams are like 8 years apart, 10 years apart, if that.
And Diane Lane is still way more attractive than her.
Amy Adams is a weird choice.
She's not ugly at all. I'm not saying
she's not.
I just think Diane Lane is just gorgeous.
Oh, Diane Lane is hot. Did you see that picture of her as Judge Dredd in the Judge Dredd movie?
No.
There's a Judge Dredd. Somebody posted online saying like film retrospective, some Facebook group, and there was a picture of her as Judge Hershey from Judge Dredd, and she's in like a negligee. She's unbelievable. Look up Judge Hershey picture with Diane Lane. She's in like a black spaghetti dress. She's unbelievable. It's like, oh my God, she was so hot in 1995. Unbelievable. Let's all gawk at her. No, that's not from the movie. It's like a publicity shot.
I know. I searched Diane Lane, Judge Hershey.
Yeah, I know. It's not that one. It's better than that. It's better than that shot. That's it. That's the one.
Is this a real one?
That's real. Yeah, I think that's real.
I don't know, because look at the dress she's wearing. This is the same dress. They just cropped it out and put some fake titties there.
Either way, it looks fantastic. It might be a celebrity jihad thing.
It's the same picture. They just flipped it.
They just flipped it and made her
look.
boobs. Yeah, that's a fake. Yeah, but man, what a great fake! You had me fooled.
I was watching what was it, Rumblefish that she's in? the Coppola movie from like
Oh, right.
'83. I was watching
Yeah.
like she's like underage in that movie, but I was like, damn, like she
Is
was,
it Rumblefish or Outsiders?
I think she's in Rumblefish because
She's in
her and
Outsiders
Matt Dillon.
too, isn't she?
I don't think so.
I think she's in Outsiders. Look that up.
Let's find out.
And then you get to see her naked and unfaithful.
Yeah.
Middle-aged Diane Lane. But she still is married to the Broster. The Brolin or Thanos himself.
Let's see here.
I'm going to destroy half your career.
Known for. Let's go to actress. Previous. Going back to 80s. Let's see here.
Yeah.
She was in. Yeah, Outsiders, Cotton Club.
She must have been in all the Coppola movies then.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Outsiders. That's the problem with the early Coppola ones. They're so fucking similar.
Well, he did. Rumblefish is a Coppola movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rumblefish. So she's in
She's in Rumblefish, yeah.
Outsiders,
Yeah.
Rumblefish, and Cotton Club. She's in
Yeah,
three
yeah.
movies.
Jesus Christ.
3
She's in
movies
all of
in
them.
2 years.
Holy shit.
See, you could see why I was confused, but I wasn't.
Sure,
Right.
yeah. You're right. But you're still right. You were confused.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know she was in all of them.
That's funny.
Anyway, we got sidetracked. I like the fact that there's a setup of this movie where Damon Wayans and what's his name? What is that guy's name? I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, his partner?
Yeah, his partner from
I
Jim
forget.
Hardison.
Yeah.
They're both there and they're like threatening the mom because of Keenan Ivory Wayans' brother owed him money. They're threatening her. The mom scares them off. There's a whole subplot with the mom defending Keenan.
She comes at the end with a shotgun.
Yeah. But they get back and they're explaining to Mr. Big, and he starts making up this story that happens to be accurate. He's like, a soldier guy showed up and he beat us up. He doesn't want to admit that the mom beat him up.
Right, yeah.
So then they're after Keenan Ivory Wayans after that. That's really the whole plot, and then they're after him because
Yeah, I mean it's simple. There's not much to it, but
no,
it's a fun movie. You have a great cast. What a great cast. Fred Thomas, just all of them. You get all the black exploitation guys in there and still looking the same they did in the 70s because black don't crack. So Bernie Casey looks the same now. I think he's dead. Look that up. Is Bernie Casey still alive? I think he's dead.
Bernie Casey's dead. Yeah,
He's dead.
Isaac
Hayes is dead.
83 or something.
Yeah, because he's dead. Isaac Hayes is dead. Jim Brown just died.
Antonio Fargas is still alive.
Antonio Vargas is still alive.
I looked all these
very
people
old
up beforehand.
Yeah, because Antonio Vargas, he was Huggy Bear in the 70s, and that's only 10 years after this. So he was pretty young, and his son played for the Raiders.
Yeah, Jim Brown just died. Like
He was like in the 90s.
like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah, Jim Brown lived a long time.
He was
What
a
great man.
he was the original commentator for UFC.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown was.
Wow.
Yeah, if you go back and watch UFC 1, he's the commentator.
Wow.
So he was like into that stuff before.
So I wonder if you got a piece. I wonder if you got a piece of that. And
I think he did. I
got some money.
don't like he was definitely an early investor, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was. And he called I don't know how many of them, quite a few. So I
Wow.
went back and rewatched them from like because they're all available.
Are those the ones that have what was it, homeless guy that fought?
Kimbo Slice. No,
Kimbo Slice.
He fought way later.
Oh,
No, but these ones were like no real rules.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
And there's one with a big sumo fighter, and he gets in there with a actual fighter. and
Yeah.
he gets kicked in the teeth, and his teeth go flying.
Oh,
You can see it, and it's like, oh god! And then it's just him getting punched in the dick for like another minute and a half.
the
before
sumo
he's
guy
like, stop! Yeah,
didn't work out for him.
no. It's funny watching how the sport evolved so quickly because it was just one-on-one. Like this guy's a karate guy, this guy's a boxer.
Right, it was like a gimmick in those days. It was like
Sumo did not make it past the first episode because they're like, how are you going to beat these guys, dude?
well, when you knock your fucking teeth out on TV and he's getting punched in
It
the dick
was
the rest
so
of the time.
brutal.
Oh my god!
There's some fights that just ended with
Help me, please help me.
So I'm glad they
Make it-
started introducing rules.
Make it stop.
There's another scene here I love the dialogue where he tells him, "It's like, what makes you qualified to be a black hero?"
Yeah.
I played football, and Jim Brown's like,
He quiets up.
backs away.
Hey, glad you could make it.
Hey, man, who we waiting on?
Kung Fu Joe. He'll be here in a minute.
Who's he?
This is Jack Spade, that new blood I was talking about.
What? Yo, new blood. You ever kill a man before?
No.
You ever splattered a man's brains up against the wall?
No.
You ever took a big shiny blade?
Every line he says with his face, like his face when he's saying the line, is so funny to me. No.
And just ripped a man from his ass to his appetite.
No.
Then cut his balls off and he make him squeal like a pig. And then stuff him in his mouth up. Okay. Well, have you?
No, but I've been trained to go out.
Hey, man, no way.
Jim Brown is not an actor.
Kill, man. Look at him. He looks funny, man. Look how he's looking at us.
Hey, look, man, I can't help myself.
Oh, yeah?
What makes you a black hero?
Well, what makes you think you can be a black hero?
Play high school football.
I'm an ex-football player.
Well, that's a joke. As a kid, you wouldn't
You don't
understand
get
at
it. Yeah,
all.
exactly. Yeah, over your head, not going what's going on. No, well, we have to go play the infamous Black Revolutionary scene.
Oh yeah, I have that over there. But
Yeah,
that's long.
it's long. We have to get to the part where in the beginning, anytime he stands up and he stops himself, that's what we got to hear. Every time, what's his name?
Thanks, Williams.
The third goes, well, oh God, so good. Here he is.
Now.
They're there to recruit him to start this army for him, start the revolution against Mr. Big.
Oh God.
How may I help you, my brother?
Or is right now? I think this is early on. So is he just asking for information on Mr. Big?
Well, no, this is it. This is the scene. He's gonna say yes. Well, this is the part right here. It's coming up.
I'm here because I can't stand what's happening in this community. Yes. Yeah, and somebody has to make it. Yes. Now, brother, will you help me? Yes. Well. I wish I could. Damn it, man! I heard the People's Revolutionary Army was once 1,000 strong. Now, what happened?
They got government jobs.
His fucking there's so he was a genius.
Both of these guys are very similar. The way they react and say lines. I wish this scene was 25 minutes long.
Oh my God, it's so good.
They got government. He's like scared. He doesn't want to say it too loud. Like they're listening. They got government jobs.
We can play a little bit more, I think, because you can pause in between.
What?
You know that government office building on 25th Street?
Yeah.
We went down to take it over. But they were hiring that day. The brothers walked in with guns. Came out with jobs. The brothers weren't mad anymore. Yes. Whitey.
It was a funeral home.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Oh, Clarence. He's gone too.
That's another movie I loved growing up too. Is Tales from the Hood.
Oh yeah, I think we've talked about that, right?
Yeah,
we have an episode of that.
We'll discuss it at an actual episode of Anthology Review because it's a great movie.
I thought we did an episode on that though. I think we've done an episode on Tales from the Hood.
No,
I can almost swear we have one. We've done hundreds of these things. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We have literally done hundreds of these.
Yeah,
it might be 1,000. I don't know.
Well, this is podcast number.
Jesus.
Oh God, do we even want to know?
Number
1,634.
Jesus, that's how long you've been doing it.
Yeah. But
yeah, so that's different.
but it's for my memory. It's the amount. It's gone. Should I play more of this or no?
I think so.
It's something else.
Look, he's doing the fist. He's doing the powers fist. Oh
My
God!
great Nubian warrior. Dinner's ready.
We have a guest. It's my old Fey wench.
His face. He's so excited. She offers him bean everything right here. Like, my fair Nubian warrior.
Oh my God, so great.
All right, that's enough of the scene.
So great.
Yeah, I could watch the whole scene right now. But
He's got the white kid. His white child comes in. Swine! You Captain Swine! Swine! Yes, Whitey, go and watch television with your sister. What? Oh God!
Oh, Jesus. Whitey, I am very pleased. Yes, you and your lovely sister, you may go and watch TV. Go.
I think that's the Jurassic Park
I
girl.
was just gonna say that. I was waiting for the scene to end.
Yeah.
It clearly is.
It's absolutely, that's her. She was being chased after raptors after this movie.
Yeah, because this is only 4 or 5 years before.
Yeah.
I want to. I can't get enough of him doing the yes. Well,
Yeah. Swine. Here it comes.
Damn it, man! I heard.
Oh,
you heard that part, but I'll hear it again.
Well, first of all,
bean soda.
It's an acquired taste. Now, how may I help you, my brother?
look, I'm here because I can't stand what's happening in this community.
Yes.
Yeah, and somebody has to make a change.
Yes.
Now, brother, will you help me?
Yes. Well.
Oh God, just brilliant, just so fucking brilliant.
Well,
Well,
I love that he doesn't. I think any other actor would do the well. No, I can't. They would do that where they fill in the pause, but he lets it just hang out there. And that.
Well, and he's also, when you watch him when he's not saying anything, he's moving like he's in a march.
Yeah,
and he has like the fist straight. He does the triumphant fist, the power fist in the air, and he's just like lost in thought.
He's
like,
trying to relive those days.
God, what could have been? And it's
yeah.
And then Eve Plum comes into the scene, who Marcia from the Brady Bunch. It's just so fucking funny.
While that song plays.
Well, exactly. I guess that's the joke.
Yeah.
But oh God. But what's funny was I remember speaking of the girl from Jurassic Park though.
Yeah.
She's a painter. Yes.
Yeah.
She's a painter, and it was funny because like it said on like you'll never believe who turned 40. Like that's out. She can't be 40. It's like, oh God. Yeah, she is 40. She's 42. She's older than me.
Yeah, she's older.
Oh my God. That is accurate because Jurassic Park was 30 years ago. Oh my God. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
That's coming out, by the way.
Literally 30 years.
They're re-releasing it August 25th. 3D Jurassic Park re-release 30th anniversary.
Oh, in the theaters. Okay.
In the theaters. Yeah, it's coming out. They just announced it, which was like, wouldn't they have announced that before? I never even heard that. Well, the strike. So they got nothing coming out. I don't know. I feel like they're going to be doing this for the next year and a half.
And you know what? Going to be the best year and a half.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit. I hope they all fucking lose their houses.
I hope it stays till next year so they can do a 30th anniversary of Shawshank in the theater.
Oh my God, you're right. They have to be. They have to.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to. Absolutely. That's definitely going to be in the theaters for 30th anniversary. Can you imagine if it did Avatar numbers? It's like it finally makes the money it should have made at the box office.
They retroactively give the Oscar to it. Like,
oh my God.
No, they will re-release Forrest Gump's 30th anniversary.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a good movie. I don't get it. I don't get the love.
What? It's not a good movie.
It's fine.
It's not though.
You don't like it?
Fucking no. I despise that character Jenny. I think she's a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah, she's the villain.
She's a monster. She's horrible. She's like, oh, I don't love you, you retard. I'm dying. I love you. Give me money. I had your baby because
raise my kid.
I forced myself on you to have you inseminate me so I could use that against you 8 years later. Like, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
She's awful. She's a monster.
Yeah.
We should do that show. We should do a deep dive of Forrest Gump and explain why the villain of Forrest Gump is Jenny.
I haven't seen that movie in 20 years, probably. So
I've been watching reaction videos, and one of the people watched it. They Forrest Gump for the first time, and they cried and all that shit. And they said, but the guy was like, "Fuck her, fuck Jenny, she's terrible." And then his girlfriend was like, "No, she's a victim. You don't understand. She's got the victim mentality. She can't escape it. She's hurt." And it's like, no, fuck her. She's using him every time, every chance she gets. She uses her. She uses him.
That sounds like someone who apologizes for everyone.
Oh, probably. Yeah, there you go.
Like, there are people that, like, it's not their fault the way they are, but
sure,
it's very, very rare. Like,
yes,
they literally cannot, because they would start so early and so often.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's like true psychopaths. It's not their fault.
Yes, Ted Bundy. It wasn't his fault. John Wayne Gacy. It wasn't their fault. I believe it. It's not my fault, but I like to choke.
Jenny had so many chances.
Oh, she's a bitch.
She would go out of her way to go back to him and just to fuck him over.
Yes, every time. And you get, I'll go give you my Medal of Honor, Jenny. Oh, that's okay. I'll just take this and pawn it for fucking drug money.
I feel like Lieutenant Dan got all the punishment that she should have.
Oh, absolutely. Well, she did die of AIDS.
Yeah.
She did get it in the end. So
literally, that's how she got AIDS.
Maybe exactly. She got a bloody anus. Take that, Jenny.
Because of that, we had to watch The Sixth Sense.
Wait, what?
Haley
No,
Jones, the child.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Unbreakable with Jenny in it.
Oh no,
Jenny is actually in Unbreakable.
Is she?
Yeah, that's what's her name? Sean Wright or Sean Penn or Robert Wright Penn.
Robin Wright Penn, yeah.
Robin Wright. Now just Robin Wright because she's not married to Sean Penn anymore.
That fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
It's like she got in life what Jenny needed.
That's exactly. I'm sure she's a wonderful lady.
She seems like it.
She seems cool. I like her a lot. I ever see her in interviews, and she seems pretty cool.
Yeah, she seems.
But
chill.
it's like, oh man, I wish she's gonna be forever Buttercup from Princess Bride, which is probably better than Jenny.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course she had House of Cards. She's got House of Cards that can kind of bury Jenny a little bit more. But I don't think anybody cares about House of Cards anymore. Speaking of which, Kevin Spacey acquitted again.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And he's getting a movie. He's in a movie coming out. They're going to release it.
Is it by the same studio that releases all those Kevin Sorbo movies? They're going to take all the people that Hollywood canceled?
No. Yes, I'm a Christian now, Kevin Spacey. I'm a Christian. I do Christian movies.
Yeah, I'm going to be super judgmental for no fucking reason now. Where did that come from?
Who, Kevin Spacey or Kevin Sorbo?
Kevin Sorbo.
Hercules.
I'm more offended by what Kevin Sorbo's doing than what Kevin Spacey did.
He's Hercules. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Hercules. Shut the fuck up, Kevin Sorbo.
Excuse me. I was Kane, or what was it? Crawl. Oh, excuse me. It was Crawl. The Conqueror, that movie that nobody saw. Billy Zane's The Phantom.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get me wrong. I loved the shit out of some Hercules when I was a kid, but I don't need to hear you talking down to everyone because you're
I preferred Xena.
Xena, I didn't prefer Xena.
I preferred Xena.
Ginger and Xena.
I preferred Xena and the lesbian thing that was going on between those two characters, and every episode was like, holy shit, I'm 12 years old and this is what I get to watch. Thank you, Sam Raimi. The brothers walked in with guns. They walked out with hot-ons. Oh my god.
They were the same show. I just like the I don't know, I liked Hercules because I like that story more.
No, yeah, they're fun.
I like his sidekick too.
I just stumbled on those shows too because it used to be TV movies, and then he got to turn into a show. And I remember like Saturday night, I was at my grandma's house, and it was on the TV. the fucking old ass square TV. It was antenna, so you could barely get a signal, and so I could barely get it. And then Anthony Quinn shows up as Zeus. Like, what the fuck is this? And he was fighting the Minotaur. It was a Labyrinth episode, and it was like super violent for the time. I was like, oh my god, what is this? This is incredible. And I had a loose idea of who Hercules was at the time. So it's like, is this fucking Hercules? And then it was Hercules. I caught it in the middle of the movie.
It started like because I like Greek mythology. They did that, and then there was that Armand Assante, The Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah, that's a good one.
The 2-parter that they showed, and we watched that in school too.
Right, yeah.
I was the one who recorded it off TV, so we got to use my copy. Like, oh, I got it. Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah. You should have kept the original commercials.
I have it somewhere. It's probably in my mom's house, but I don't know if she kept them.
That's funny.
Yeah.
VHS probably doesn't work anymore.
It might. Who knows?
Oh man.
Oh, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yes. Well, we've dwelled on it pretty long. We're an hour and 5 minutes into this show.
Yeah, but it's all we're doing tonight.
That's all we're doing. But still, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But it was good. Good. Like I said, it's an underrated masterpiece, and I want a re-released Blu-ray of "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker" shout release or Arrow release with special features and interviews and retrospectives and all that shit. Like, why can't we have that?
Behind the scenes of this scene.
Right.
I love the build up to this joke. Because nobody in the scene realizes what happened.
You fought?
That's it.
No, it doesn't. Dane Wayne say you fought?
No.
Right here.
You fought it?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Oh God, it's good.
And I love the fact that he lives through it. He's like,
yeah, it's right. Comes back at the end. Yeah, he's all blown up, and the mom's there to take him in. Oh my God, that was good.
I do want to show you this. I was saving this till the very end.
Yes.
Have you seen this or heard of this? All right, so I'm gonna get you Sucka 1988. Hammer, Slammer, and Slade, 1990.
Oh right, yeah, it's a show, right?
No, it's an hour TV movie.
Oh, it's a TV. Oh, it's a pilot, probably.
Written by Keenan Ivory.
Huh.
After he retires from the police force, a veteran cop is framed for robbery, but his friends, a rookie cop and 3 ex-cops, come to his rescue.
Oh, wow.
Isaac Hayes, Jim Brown, Bernie Casey.
Wow. Yeah.
Steve James plays Kung Fu Joe.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. It had to be a pilot.
Alma Yvonne plays from this movie from I'm gonna get
right. Well, it's basically it's the prequel.
Jeanette Dubois, she's also there. Like,
wow.
It's got everybody. Martin Lawrence is in it apparently. Oh wow.
Wow, look at that. Did you go crazy in this one?
Oh man. Spin-off of I'm Gonna Get You Sucka.
Wow.
Yeah, mind-blowing unsold TV pilot. I want to see it. I want to see if we can get this on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So we can tag it onto another episode.
Yeah. Hammer, Slammer, and Slade.
Hammer, Slammer, Slade. YouTube.
That's hilarious.
I wasn't sure if you heard of that or not.
No, well, I just saw that IMDb trivia, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And then now you just explained it.
Well, I was looking up Steve James.
Yes.
I was kind of just looking through his movies, and I realized another thing said Kung Fu Joe. I'm like, what the fuck? No way. So I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, it's this. Okay.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
I was like, what are the odds?
Yeah, that's back in the day of them doing a TV show based on everything.
Oh, my dear God, I found it.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Am I going to be able to hear it?
No. But
no.
I can show it to you.
Well, it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. The podcast listeners will be able to hear it, but you won't.
That's great. Martin Lawrence got top billing.
Lamp.
That lamp's back. Is that Ray Liotta?
There's Jim
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, I see that. Wow.
There's
This,
Oscar.
this reminds me. Why is he in?
Case.
He's in a nice. What is that?
I don't know.
Bib. He's in a bib. That's hilarious.
Anyway,
I bet you it's funny.
It's nice to know there's a spinoff involved.
That's
I
hilarious. I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that on the Blu-ray of the Arrow.
Yeah.
the Arrow
Why not?
release. Put that on there. It's a special feature.
If that's not on there, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Dick, I am very, very glad you actually made me watch this movie because it's always been on the back of my mind as one of those movies I want to watch, but I just won't unless I'm forced to.
Right.
Kind of why I like doing this show is just
you're forced to do some homework.
It makes me like finally watch those things that I wouldn't necessarily watch just based on my own.
Oh yeah,
and just so it makes me watch classics again, like 30 Days a Night.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe go back to 30 Days a Night and say that's actually not a bad movie.
And it does remind me of next week because we're gonna watch a movie. My choice now, finally. A movie I've on the rewatch since it came out. I've only watched it once, and I loved it when it came out. But I've always been like, God, I need to rewatch that, and I keep like pushing it off and pushing it off. We're gonna watch Galaxy Quest.
Yes, very good.
Look forward to that.
By Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged. Yeah, there's a whole segment.
I don't remember much of the movie.
Well, so what you got to do, watch Galaxy Quest the movie, and then there's a documentary I think on Amazon about the making of Galaxy Quest. It's a fucking amazing documentary.
Okay,
and it pulls no punches. It's like they talk about Alan Rickman, how Alan Rickman and Tim Allen didn't really get along on that movie because Alan Rickman's an actor and Tim Allen wasn't, and he gave him shit for it. Like Tim Allen said, like Alan Rickman was a hard case, man. He goes, I mean, you just want to impress the guy, and he don't suffer fools.
I don't blame him.
No, I love Alan Rickman. Shit.
Yeah, and Tim Allen is Tim Allen.
Well, Tim Allen, is a multimillionaire comedian. He's way more successful than Alan Rickman. He could buy and sell Alan Rickman's ass in a second, but at the same time, Alan Rickman's going to be over him on that set. So I guess there's a scene where Tim Allen kind of gets emotional.
Yeah,
and he takes a minute. He has to go back to his tray. He goes, "Oh, look, the comedian felt something." It's like, oh my god, Alan Rickman really kind of gave him double barrels.
Yeah, I could see both sides of it. It's like, imagine, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of a big composer nowadays. Like a theater musician sort of guy.
Right.
Imagine one of them talking to like some mumble rapper.
Right.
Like, fuck that guy, but that guy made 10,000 times more money than you did. He's way more famous. Like,
exactly.
Like, I don't respect you, but you made more than me, and that pisses me off a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can definitely see why that would bother him, but yeah.
Oh sure, yeah. But he also, I think, he wrote. It was Justin Long has that story about Alan Rickman, about how he did a play with him or something, and like Alan Rickman left him a letter that said like you're a fraud, something like that. I can't remember.
To Justin Long?
I think so. I think it was Justin Long. Because Justin Long tells a story where he worked with Alan Rickman on some show, and it's like he was so nervous in working with him, and then like at the end of the run, like he left him a note card that said you're a fraud or something like that. It was just like, oh my god. It might have been him. Maybe it was somebody else. I'm pretty sure it was Justin Long though. I see. Type in Justin Long, Alan Rickman.
Yeah,
if it is him, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it is though.
I don't know. It's interesting because obviously you get older, you get a little chiller.
Yeah.
Everyone in Harry Potter's like he was like super nice to us and took care of us, and it's like because he was older and you guys were really young.
Right. Yeah. It was a big movie.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear the different like
And now they're going to remake it as a series.
I want to see a documentary about the making of Dogma. Alan Rickman and his Ken doll crotch.
I think there is one on the DVD, isn't there?
There was like a little thing, but I want like a
full-on
Yeah.
feature-length documentary on Dogma.
Yeah.
Not Clerks 3.
Oh, God.
Kevin Smith, why are you still working?
I haven't seen his last like 6 movies.
Yeah, there's no point.
Not 6. Okay. Tusk, Yoga Hosers, Jan's Bob reboot, Clerks 3.
Did you see Clerks 2?
Yeah.
Did you see
Red State was the last thing I watched of his.
Mike and Mary Make a Porno?
Zach and Miri, yeah.
Zach and Mary Make a Porno? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike and Mary.
Mike and Molly.
Mary. Mike and Molly. Oh my God. I'd watch that. Oh God, that'd be amazing.
If I titled these episodes like we did with the Incredible Negative Men, this would be called Mike and Molly Make a Porno.
Oh God, Molly, stick it in my ass again with butter.
You can find it.
If you can find it. Well, actually, he lost all the weight.
What are you doing back there?
The guy lost like 300 pounds. He's all skinny now with that diabetic drug that's supposed to be for sick people, and Hollywood used it to lose weight.
And Molly's
killed Lisa Marie
travel
Presley.
commercials with her husband.
I hate those commercials. Every fucking YouTube ad is that fucking commercial. Seagulls, the eagles at the sea. It's not funny. Why is that the commercial? That's the ad lib you came up with that day. It's not funny. Make another one.
I've only seen
That's
the ones
one
that
you
they
use. Yeah.
What's his name? Ben
And there's
Carmine.
one
He has like a mobster name.
Ben Falcone. I think it's Falcone.
Well, Falcone, that's what it is. Yeah.
Falcone.
You're probably right. But it's like a mobster name.
It is. Well, fuck, it's Falcone's from Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah.
I'm like, looking at him like, you're not
a... Joe told me in a joint that your father begged like a dog. It's Falcone. Played by a British man.
Tom Wilkinson.
Way to go. Oh, did you see Oppenheimer yet?
Oh, I did want to bring that up. Our tickets are for tomorrow afternoon.
You can see Florence.
3:50.
Is it IMAX?
No.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter.
No, I wanted to see IMAX, but I have to drive really far, and we're barely I'm lucky to get time off at all to go see the movie. So I'm just.
But your IMAX is probably not even. It's not even IMAX anyway. There's only like 4 real IMAX screens, and they're all in LA and New York. Like those are the real ones. It's I think Sacramento. Sacramento has a real IMAX theater.
Don't IMAX shame me.
That's true. Well, no, my Galaxy one, the close one to me, it's not real IMAX. It's Limax. It's a big theater, but it's not IMAX size. It's incorrect. The proportions are not exact, so it's kind of bullshit. That's why I hate that. I'm like,
they should not be allowed to use the phrase IMAX. Then
they shouldn't. You should, but it's too big. You can't. I guess you can't do that for some reason. I don't know. This just doesn't make any sense. But it's great. You can see Florence Pugh naked, topless, in IMAX.
Oh wow!
And it was very awkward because the theater is packed with people, and there's like kids there. Like, why the fuck are kids in this movie? It's R, and it's about Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to bring an 8-year-old to watch Oppenheimer? I love you, Oppenheimer.
Well, it's like when people saw Titanic. Like I was 13.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was PG-13.
Yeah,
it was PG-13 though. That's the thing. They tricked you. This is rated R, and it's fucking Florence Pugh's big ass brown nipples. She's got thick ass like eraser nipples. I mean, they're thick and they're brown. Or maybe it's just the IMAX coloring.
Well, I'll be right back, right next to my wife, who will be breastfeeding throughout the movie. So,
oh, get ready! It's going to be wonderful. You're going to have a double fantasy. Oh, this is wonderful! I love you, Oppenheimer. I love you. And you can see Han Solo act.
I have become cum.
I am the destroyer of titty.
I'm the destroyer of the back of the seat in front of me.
No, I can't eat this popcorn. It's been glazed. We can't finish this box of popcorn. We'll get a fresh new one for $25.
Now that I finished Cillian Murphy me.
Oh God. I lost a lot of weight for this role.
Yeah.
He's really thin and gross.
He looks like, does he smoke like 3 packs of cigarettes?
Oh yeah, no, he's every scene he's smoking. And our friend from 30 Days and Nights in it, he's back.
Of course he is. He's in Nolan movies.
What's his name?
You talking about Bobby?
No, he's not in it. Not Bobby. The other guy, 30 Days a Night, Josh Hartnett.
Oh, okay.
He's in it for quite a bit.
He's got a little career renaissance going on.
Yeah, he does. He's
doesn't
back.
he look way different now?
He does, and he acts different. I think he was always a decent actor, but I think he just got caught up in those stupid rom-com movies. Yeah,
kind of took some space and like, all right.
Yeah, I think
he looks like
Hollywood.
He looks like he's actually happy now.
Yeah, I think
he's
that's
happy
what
to be
happened.
doing it.
Yeah,
I like Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett is pretty decent. I just think he was like the Hollywood it boy, and they just abuse you when you're the Hollywood it boy.
Yeah,
and he probably was just like, I don't want to do that. I want to.
That's why I like. We talked about that's why I like Ryan Phillippe. He said no.
Yeah,
because he was going to be there. They were going to burn him out so fast, and he's like,
"Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I'm good, guys. I'm gonna go do my own stuff."
Almost stick celery in my ass from MacGruber.
And God bless him for that.
Do that, and I'm going to do a movie with my buddy Thomas Carroll Lynch and get killed.
John,
and then John Carroll, whatever. John CL, JCL.
Yeah, Johnny CL.
Johnny CL and my buddy RDJ.
Yeah,
RDJ, JCL, and JGL. Joseph Gordon. We're all going to go hang out, and with TLJ, Tommy Lee Jones. We're going to go to his ranch and hang out with JGL, RDJ, JCL.
And fly to JFK, go watch a game at MLK, and then maybe we go down to RBK. And...
There you go. You go to Arby's. So yeah,
Oppenheimer. Look forward to it.
It's good. It's very good. That's very good. It's very Nolan. It's got that fucking the opening of the movie happens at the beginning, and then it rounds out the end. It's the end of the movie.
Yep.
And it's good. It's very good.
But I've seen all Christopher Nolan movies except for Following and Tenet in the theater.
I did not see Memento in the theater.
I did. Yeah.
I saw everything else though. I saw Tenet in theater because
I saw Memento like in a re-release.
Oh, okay.
They did like a one-off, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was there. The only one in the theater, but
right.
But yeah, I've seen them all. Other than that, you saw Tenet in the theater though? What do you see it then?
Well, I saw because it was the only theater that was open because it was pandemic. Yeah. So the for some reason, Sonora, which is where my sister lives, it's like 50 miles away from me. They have a little shitty theater, like an 8 theater, and for some reason they were open for like 3 weeks in July of 2020. They were open from like July to August, and they closed down again. But I was able to go see Tenet and the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. Those were the 2 movies I saw in 2020, basically.
I didn't see a movie for like 3 or 4 years.
Well, apparently, I guess Barbie, a quarter of the audience didn't see a movie since pandemic. This is the first time they've been out to a movie since then. So it's been like 2-3 years.
I can see that bunch of housewives and stuff.
Oh, just dumbass women.
Yeah.
Fucking the worst thing ever. Stupid women.
That movie's 2 hours long.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Well, I understand why it made a lot of money, but I just don't care. And it was supposed to be, I guess Margot Robbie wasn't the original. It was supposed to be
Kathy Bates.
Oh God, I'd see it if it was Kathy Bates.
It was Kathy Bates and John Goodman.
Oh, I would fucking be the first one there. I'd get my midnight screen. I'd be getting my midnight show tickets.
You and I would do. Fuck, this is awesome.
Yes,
and it's all the bathtub or the hot tub scene from About Schmidt. This is that for 2 hours.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. I have to get Malibu Stacy over here.
Sorry, who is it supposed to be?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is not Roseanne nor Simpsons. Malibu Stacy. She's got a new hat. What about my Lisa Lionheart? Yeah, but it's Malibu Stacy, and she's got a new hat. Get out of the way! I want to.
Anyway.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. Looking forward to it.
Yes, very good movie. Very, very, very good.
Next week, Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
And then
Very
after
good.
that, it's your pick.
Well, again, watch Galaxy Quest and find that documentary on Amazon. It's a feature length documentary on the making of Galaxy Quest. It's very good.
Is he in it enough?
Who?
You know who I'm talking about.
Tim Allen?
No.
Alan Rickman?
No.
He's dead.
No. What? No.
You mean Oppenheimer?
I'm looking up. What's the name of that documentary?
I can't remember. It's like the making of Galaxy Quest. I can't. It's called something, like something subtitled "The Making of Galaxy Quest," something like that.
I think I have it, but if it's on Amazon, I'll check it out there. But I'm just wondering how much Sam Rockwell's in it.
He's not in it at all.
Oh, really?
I don't think they talked to him. Had to Justin Long. They talked to Tim Allen. They talked to the black guy. I think they talked to
Tony Shalhoub.
I can't remember Tony. I don't think Tony Shalhoub's in it. I think the guy from Just Shoot Me's in it, and that wonderful Nick
Enrico
Cage movie.
Calatoni.
Yeah, and that wonderful Nick Cage movie. That fucking movie. Oh, by the way, did you see that Five Nights at Freddy right now? The cut is 3 hours long. How is that fucking possible?
Is it a movie?
Yes, the movie is There's a 3 hour cut, and they're working on it right now. Wow. I hate Hollywood.
Never Surrender, a Galaxy Quest documentary.
That's it. There you go. Is it from Amazon?
Amazon.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, included with Prime.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. I'll probably rewatch that too. Actually,
I want to see the details. Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen, Sam Rockwell.
Is he on there? I can't remember.
Has his name.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
They show his parts in the movie. I can't remember if he's in it or not.
It came out in that period of other movies that we need to watch again, and we should discuss on this: Evolution and Mystery Men.
I saw Mystery Man and Galaxy Quest in theaters.
Evolution?
I did not see Evolution in theaters. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I did. I just don't remember.
I'm curious about that.
I've seen it.
I know there's good Sam Rockwell space one is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's fun.
Also has Alan Rickman in it, the voice of the
That's
robot.
true. Yeah.
I've seen that movie a lot. I love that movie.
That one is good.
It's great. It's got Mos Def.
Yeah, what happened to Mos Def? He's not around anymore. You don't see him in anything.
I don't know.
Did he get canceled?
I don't know. He was in Hitchhiker's Guide, 16 Blocks, and then just vanished.
And yeah, he disappeared. Like, I don't know what happened. Did he call his background dancers fat?
Was he wrapped up in some weird thing with Richard Donner? Because that was Richard Donner's last movie too.
Oh my! Well, he died. I mean, Richard Donner was old.
Donner lived a long time after that.
Did he? Oh man. Yeah. Well, I guess Andrew Kevin. Oh, I saw a really good interview with Andrew Kevin Walker the other day. It was a long interview with this Irish kid. This Irish kid somehow he does a podcast and he talks to writers. He's talked to David Goyer. He's talked to Andrew Kevin Walker. He's talked to what was the other, like elusive writers that don't talk much. Like I've never seen. And Andrew Kevin Walker talked about 8mm, how it was he took his and he walked away from the picture because it wasn't his movie, and it made him upset. He was just like, I can't watch it because I've never watched the movie because it's not my movie. I just can't do it.
I can see that as a writer.
Yeah,
like it's not worth.
Well, he used to work. I mean, he's worked a lot on like stuff that never got made. Like he wrote a Jules. He wrote 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea for David Fincher that never got made. He wrote the Superman versus Batman Wolfgang Peterson movie that never got made. He wrote a bunch of stuff.
Obviously.
Well, no, but like stuff that never got made. Like
well, I'm looking at his IMDb right now.
Well, IMDb doesn't really give him a lot of credits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it's not a lot of credits, but you could tell he just like there's gaps in here, and obviously he was working.
Yeah,
he did write something that Frankenheimer did.
Oh, it wasn't Reindeer Games.
No, it was Ambush. It was like this little short with BMW.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did the hire. I remember those.
He wrote 8mm, a movie we talked about. He did an episode of Tales from the Crypt.
That's where he got to start because he used to work for Richard Donner.
Perversions of Science as well.
Yeah. So that's why I guess he wrote 7 in like 1990, and I guess that was his calling card script.
Yeah.
And that got him a bunch of work. So he was doing like Tales from the Crypt work. He was basically working for Joel Silver and Dick Donner because they produced Tales from the Crypt. So I guess that's where he got his start, was working over there, and he was just writing scripts that just never got made.
Yeah. Well,
so he probably made a lot of money.
Yeah, well, definitely.
He's probably very profitable. I mean, but it's just like, what do you show for it? Because it's like, but who cares?
We both know who he is.
Oh, I love him. I love the guy.
Yeah.
And he's cool. Like, he's a funny guy.
7's got to be one of the best scripts ever written.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because there's not a lot going on in that movie at a time. It's just very methodically paced, and Fincher. I don't think they too far from the script, you know.
Well, the new Fincher movie coming out is his script, The Killer, with Michael Fassbender.
I was going to pull that up. I wasn't sure what that was. I forgot.
That's coming out in November, so that's the new movie, and he couldn't talk about it. I think it's a Netflix movie, though.
It looks like it. That's fine.
That's all he does now. Is Netflix.
Yeah, Mank was Netflix. I still haven't seen Mank.
Mank's boring.
Yeah,
it is boring. Oh, speaking of Mank, Gary Oldman, you'll see him in Oppenheimer.
Don't spoil anything.
It's great.
I am surprised that he's using green screen though.
Fincher?
Yeah.
He always does green screen.
Not for a driving sequence though. Unless there's got to be some camera involved, some crazy work.
No, yeah, he does that shit all the time. He does green screen almost as much as George Lucas. Watch Zodiac, how they made that movie. Half of that was all green screen because none of the streets existed.
Yeah,
they're not. He recreated them like they were in the 60s.
Is this what year does this take place? It must take place.
I think it's the modern. I think it's a present.
Oh, if it's modern, then why the fuck would he use green screen?
Well, it's just cheaper that way. They all shoot the interior of cars on green screen now.
I do want to watch Mank. You should watch that.
I saw pieces of it. It's boring.
But like, you know, so I was mentioning earlier that some of these movies that we add to our list are movies that I want to watch.
Right.
Mank is on there because it's the only movie of his I haven't seen.
Right.
But
I don't have Netflix anymore, though. I got to get that back. I had my dad's, but it won't let me use the password anymore.
I can always give you mine. I don't care.
I don't think they do that anymore. They won't let you share it. They cracked down on that. You can't share your password anymore. Netflix makes sure that that you're not sharing your password.
There's ways around everything, Dick.
I know. There's ways around Dick.
There's ways around everything except YouTube TV. That is one nut I cannot crack.
You can't get the sound on that son of a bitch.
No, I can't get games to play
on
YouTube TV. YouTube, the sound, I can figure that out eventually. I keep forgetting that it's actually still an issue. I thought we had it fixed. Didn't we fix that a while ago? Where it was
I thought we did, yeah. Because
they must have updated something.
Isn't that how we watched Nightmare Cafe?
No, that was our usual program.
Oh, okay.
But
it's unfortunate that we don't have that second episode with commercials.
You know what's funny is I debated throwing on an additional episode tonight. And we definitely should have, because we're not discussing I'm Gonna Get You Sucker at all.
That's fine. This is a special edition Hollywood is Dead.
Oh. Yeah, it's unlike the other ones. In this one, we ramble.
What? Off script. Holy shit. It's like these guys never do that.
It's like our Tales from the Crypt episodes of LAW Anthology series.
Yes.
We talked about Tales from the Crypt for about 30 seconds.
And it's because
before you joined.
Very good. Oh, yeah, you guys did that because you guys hated them.
I didn't hate them.
Adam hated them.
I didn't like them at worst. I was kind of bored because I'm like, there's nothing to discuss. Like, I just felt so. Again, it was because I was kind of alone on my own on some of these because Adam's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Like,
I don't watch that shit.
Yeah. And then he taught me to change it into anthology instead of Tales from the Crypt. And I was like, you're right. Let's just change it.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's dead.
Yeah. But we get to watch Nightmare Cafe.
Now we get to live on in our wonderful reality.
Oh God.
Nightmare Cafe.
Why were we the ones to live? So we
God
can
damn it.
Nightmare Cafe.
You son of a bitch. Anywho.
I was gonna say
Anyway.
R.I.P. Kung Fu Joe, but he lived, so I can't.
Well, I mean, Steve James is dead.
It's true.
Poor bastard. The guy died like 43 years old. Jesus. Cancer. What the fuck?
41.
41? Oh, man.
You're as old as he was when he died.
That's fucked up. And he's in so much better shape. See, don't matter. Just don't fucking matter. You don't have to work out. You still die. You could be a 6-pack abs and muscles and giant dong, and it doesn't matter because cancer creeps on all of us.
Or that exact same everything, but you're deaf. Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, God, that's right. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm Lou Ferrigno.
Let's end on this.
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, what? Shaw, come on.
The music.
He started wearing gold chains, Jack.
Oh, God, no.
He started.
I honestly don't know why that makes me laugh so hard.
Looks like a fucking statue.
We were talking about it like last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever, and I was tearing up.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, yeah, God, no.
Tina Ivory Wayans is fucking underrated.
Yes.
He needs his line. He needs his time in the sun again, and he doesn't do anything. I guess he's happily retired or something. Maybe he's comfortable. He's fine. He doesn't need to do anything.
Well, he writes, not a lot, but they remade In Living Color.
Oh,
it literally says an attempted revival of the 90s sketch show.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Was it 2010?
2012.
Was it? Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Wow,
yeah.
it lasted one episode.
Yeah, I remember that.
An attempted.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't think it worked out.
He writes with his brothers, like for these movies that they do.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm sure he produces them.
He hasn't acted in over 10 years or 10 years now.
Wow.
It's a shame because the guy is goddamn funny.
Yeah.
I think he's more of a kind of answers the phone when his brothers call.
Right. Well, he probably wants to be. He probably feels more comfortable with his crew. I mean, why wouldn't you? I'd do the same thing. I don't like outside people, especially Hollywood people. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Ugh, they're probably awful. They're probably racist as hell. It's like, hello, Mr. Wayans. I have to talk to this darky again. It's like, oh, yeah, that's Hollywood for you. Fucking assholes.
What's this thing called? Hammer, Slammer, and Slade.
Slade.
Adding it to our list.
Hammer, Slam, and Slade.
All right. That way I don't have to save all these links.
I hope it's not like a rehash of the same script, only in 60 minutes.
I really think they're going to go like way more serious with it.
I don't know. It's got to be a comedy. Does it say comedy?
No, but I'm picturing it says spin-off of I'm Gonna Get You Sucka. I assume they're going to go more action route because it's TV.
Maybe.
Like, I think
we got to remember this was the time of remember Hammer, the cop show that was a comedy. It was Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, that movie or that show. Look up Sledgehammer.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah, you see, you might recognize it if you want. It was very. I think it was like a 3-season show. It was like in the 90s, like early 90s, maybe 89. Same time as Slade, Slammer, and Slade.
83 Ted Pryor? No.
Sledgehammer. I always forget the actor's name though. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, looks like
he's funny.
David Rash?
Yeah, that guy. He's in a bunch of stuff. He just shows up in random shit. He's just one of those good go-to character actors. Yeah, that's it. Sledgehammer. Not to be confused with the Peter Gabriel song. Yeah, he lifted his gun. That was the joke. It was basically a spoof of Dirty Harry. That's what it was. It was a spoof of Dirty Harry. That's essentially what it is.
Dirty Harry was way before this, though.
Well, I mean,
It was
granted, yeah.
15 years to do a spoof of something.
Well, it's an old script.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look unfamiliar. Like I'm not completely lost, but I don't think I've seen this.
Not as good as that was the Amazing Stories episode about the cop that was a ghost partner. Was that Amazing Stories?
Yes, that was Blue Man Down.
Yeah, Blue Man Down. Which is
I remember that episode
terrible.
title somehow.
God,
why do I remember that?
Jesus. Get that shit out of your head and remember something important.
Yeah, remember if we did Tales from the Hood or not?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't think we did.
I'm almost positive we did.
Hold on, let me.
I am almost positive we did Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the.
What do you got? You got a database and Lawyer and Learnland episodes?
Yeah, we have not done Tales from the Hood.
I could have sworn we did. We have.
It's on the list somewhere. It's like on the future list.
Mm.
Nope. Yeah, every episode we've ever done right here. You've seen my thing with the color coded.
Oh yes,
that's what I'm going off.
Wow.
Yep. Nothing.
Very, very impressive.
I do like shows like Get Smart, which is the spoof
Right.
without being so stupid that it's unwatchable.
Well, Mel Brooks, yeah, it was Mel Brooks classic.
But like now, you know, you got the epic, not now, but 12 years ago, epic movie, date movie. Like all those,
that era, aughts, the early aughts.
And that started with, it unfortunately started with Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Scary movie.
Scary movie started all that.
Yeah, that's, oh man.
And it's not his fault that it happened, but it is kind of.
Well, it's just, yeah, but those movies were so lazy. All they would do they reference trailers. They wouldn't even reference like a movie. They referenced moments from trailers.
And it would be,
So
oh, look,
awful.
it's Harry Potter. And they cut to Kevin McDonald from Kids in the Hall dressed as Harry Potter. And he's like, oh, I'm going to win the cup. And you're like,
and he said,
what was the joke? I'm sorry. Other than Harry Potter's here, what is it?
It's a it's reference. There was no jokes. It's all references. It's
literally no joke.
It's a big fat girl who's going to turn skinny and pretty, but she's going to run around with that milkshake songs in the background the whole time.
It's like they bought one of everything at Spirit Halloween and then made a movie.
Right.
Like, oh, look, it's Aquaman. And he's trying to fuck a fish or something. And you're like, okay. How is that relevant to the scene?
Doesn't matter.
See, that right there is the worst Hollywood could make, if you ask me.
Oh yeah,
like it doesn't get any worse than that.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like that's why these writers are on strike. It's like you guys have made shit for 20 years. You don't deserve to get paid anymore. Like, seriously, you guys write better shit, and then I'll support you. But you don't. You all suck. You write garbage. All this is garbage now. It's shit.
It actually makes me mad thinking about those kind of movies.
Oh God, yeah, it's awful.
My wife will put on Meet the Spartans. She's like, oh
no,
I don't. How do you know what the joke is? Like, you don't even get the reference for most of these jokes.
Oh, by the way, sign this. It's a divorce papers. Watching Meet the Spartans.
Here's a joke: our marriage.
Bye bye. And take the kids. You have custody. I'm out.
I don't want to raise these kids.
The kids can raise themselves. No. It's fine.
No, she just puts it on. She's been a couple times, and she's like, I don't know how obsessed she is with it, but I'm like, I don't understand where the jokes are. Yeah. I feel like an alien, like when I watch How I Met Your Mother. I'm like, I don't get even how this is a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the audience is laughing, but I literally don't understand. It kind of makes me like scared and frightened. I don't understand humor anymore.
No, you don't. Because humor is dead. There's no such thing as humor anymore.
Oh.
Because I remember being on the Big Bang set, being in the background at the comic book store, in the Will Wheaton episode. Ugh. And people, because we had to do rehearsals. You did rehearsals, and then you had a live tape, and then you would do a couple of takes of the episode with a live audience. So the live audience was there, and that fucking roar of laughter, that was not canned. That was real. And I remember just standing there going, I have no hope for humanity. This is the end of it. We're done. They're laughing at these bazinga jokes. You're like, oh my God.
It's a show. At least when I watch Big Bang Theory, I'm like, that's not funny. But me saying that is acknowledging the fact that it was an attempt at a joke.
Right.
How I Met Your Mother was, was there a setup for a joke? I literally don't understand why everyone's laughing right now.
Penis. Ah!
It's like if I was answering you a question about history, and I was like, well, in World War II they went, and someone started laughing, and I'm like, thank you. Anyway, so it's confusing. Like, how there's no joke, there's no setup at all.
Yeah, it's just unbearable.
Because Michael, the guy, he was on the early shows for Incredible Negative Men. I went to his family's house, and they all watched that show, and there's a whole family sitting there laughing, and I'm like, I don't even. It's getting scared. I'm like, I don't know.
Who are you people?
All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna keep going forever.
Are you guys gonna kill me and eat my skin?
I'll play the outro.
Didn't play the outro. Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
Happy? Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
That's all right.
They're right next to each other, and it doesn't help that they're very similarly titled.
This is true. It is true.
Wow.
That's a good oldie but goodie.
Yeah.